Have you ever recognized that one strong image that speaks directly to your soul? The solitary figure standing calmly and intentionally against a raging storm. The one who purposefully walks off the map, separate and distinct from the anxious, loud pack. If you feel a deep, powerful connection to this figure, you identify with the lone wolf, the independent, self-contained, powerful archetype who needs no one's permission to move, succeed, or simply exist. But here is the most frustrating, most common misunderstanding about this path: the world gets this identity wrong. Social media, harsh critics, and the anxious herd tell you that the lone wolf is broken. They look at your solitude and quickly label it isolation. They look at your quiet nature and wrongly call it fear. They look at your past challenges and claim you are simply a wound that needs constant healing. And worst of all, they constantly tell you that to achieve anything of real value, you must join or follow their path and their rules. Here is the absolute truth that shatters that lie and validates your entire identity: the lone wolf mentality is not isolation. It is, in reality, the highest, most intentional form of strategic sovereignty and deep self-mastery. It is a powerful choice born not of weakness or fear, but of profound, necessary energetic control. Think deeply about the difference between a broken, abandoned ship drifting hopelessly alone at sea and a modern, powerful submarine moving silently and precisely beneath the surface. One is lost and subject to every current, the other is moving with surgical precision and clear, unshakable purpose. Today, for the Solitude Scroll, we define the true, powerful meaning of the lone wolf. We will show you exactly why your chosen solitude is not a disadvantage, but your greatest, most powerful weapon in the war against mediocrity. The lie of isolation, shattering the myths. To truly own the immense, quiet power of the lone wolf, we must first completely shatter the common myths society constantly uses to try and pull you back into the herd. These common myths are specifically designed to shame you into unwanted conformity. We call them the 3 lies of isolation. We must dissect these lies and see them for the illusions they are. The first lie: the lone wolf is running away because of fear. This lie claims your solitude is not a conscious choice, but a mere failure of nerve. They claim the lone wolf is running away from people because of fear. They look at your quiet nature and claim your solitude is actually just social anxiety, and you're avoiding the pack because you're too weak or too afraid to face inevitable judgment or conflict. This assumption could not be further from the truth. Remember, fear drives conformity. Fear is exactly what makes people check their phones constantly, seek approval, and desperately pretend to be someone they are not just to belong and feel safe. Fear drives the herd. The lone wolf does the opposite. Your deliberate choice of solitude is a calculated, fearless move. You are not avoiding people, you are avoiding the incredibly high cost of non-essential interaction. You possess the emotional strength to comfortably stand on your own, recognizing that the constant noise and chaotic, low-value demands of the group are simply a massive, unnecessary distraction from your higher purpose. Your solitude is not rooted in weakness, it is rooted deeply in sovereignty, the right to rule your own inner world, free from the noise and demands of others. You are choosing your mission over their opinion. To illustrate, consider the office worker who stays late every day, not to work, but to be seen by his boss. That is a fear-based conforming behavior. The lone wolf, however, leaves early to gain an extra hour of focused, deep work at home. He fears wasted time, not judgment. The second lie: the lone wolf thinks they are better than everyone else. This lie attacks your integrity and claims you are driven by ego. They say the lone wolf thinks they are better than everyone else. They label your quiet independence arrogance, claiming an inflated ego refuses to learn or collaborate with others. The truth is, true arrogance belongs to the alpha, who demands the spotlight and constantly craves external validation. The alpha needs others to witness their power to feel powerful. The lone wolf, by contrast, is rooted in humility and deep internal work. Think about the difference between an arrogant performer seeking applause and a dedicated craftsman refining his skill. The craftsman doesn't need applause or an audience, he needs quiet, uninterrupted focus to perfect his skill. Your withdrawal is not a refusal to learn, it is a commitment to observation and deep thought. You retreat to sharpen the axe, not to boast about the quality of the wood. You seek knowledge from reliable sources, not empty applause from people. This is strategic humility. By refusing to participate in the petty competition for status, you avoid the ego trap entirely. You value competence over consensus. The third lie, the lone wolf is actually broken. This is the most dangerous lie because it seeks to reduce your strength to past trauma. They frame your fierce independence as a mere defense mechanism, the story of a victim who was hurt by the tribe and is now too wounded or afraid to join back in. This lie is an illusion because it completely dismisses your immense resilience. While a self-aware person must acknowledge past wounds, the true lone wolf is not defined by their pain. They define themselves entirely by their resilience. Your solitude is not a permanent, fearful retreat, it is a sacred space for alchemy. You don't retreat to wallow in victimhood, you retreat to transmute pain into productive power. You take the betrayal, the hardship, and the disappointment, and you subject it to cold logic, forging it into a new rule for living. Your independence is the conscious choice to be self-sufficient, refusing to rely on external comfort or sympathy to dictate your growth. You are not running from your past, you are deliberately building a future that requires silence and non-dependence. These three lies are shattered the moment you realize the lone wolf is defined not by isolation, but by intentionality. Now we move into the actual strategy. The three pillars that allow you to harness this immense power and build your sovereign life. The three pillars of sovereignty, the true strategy. The lone wolf is not isolated, the lone wolf is sovereign. Sovereignty is defined by three powerful, non-negotiable pillars. When you master these, you permanently transform from someone running away into someone walking confidently on your own, higher path. Pillar number 1, energetic autonomy. This is the control center of the lone wolf. The average male seeks power by draining the energy of the room or demanding attention, alpha behavior. The lone wolf achieves power by controlling the energy within the room, specifically, their own. Your internal energy is your most valuable resource. Every minute you spend in frivolous small talk, every attempt to justify your life choices, every scroll through social media to check approval, that is energetic leakage. The lone wolf mentality is a strict energy management system. You are self-contained. You do not require external validation to fuel your worth, which means no one can manipulate you by withholding praise or attention. Your self-worth is non-negotiable, and your power source is always internal. This is why you are unshakable. This autonomy is not arrogance, it's recognizing that dependency is a liability. You retreat to recharge the battery, not because you hate the party, but because you prioritize the mission over the momentary noise. By eliminating dependency, you eliminate weakness. Pillar number 2, strategic observation. The herd is designed to talk, react, and compete constantly. This chaos and noise completely obscures critical data and truth. The lone wolf deliberately steps back to gain the profound clarity that the group loses. Your solitude is your data filter. When you observe from the periphery, you instantly stop participating in the emotional chaos and start noticing the patterns of human behavior. You see who seeks attention, who seeks control, and whose words don't match their actions. This is the Sigma's true power. You are not predicting the future, you are seeing the patterns of consequence. You retreat not to hide, but to use your quiet time to calculate and predict outcomes with surgical precision, allowing you to move with foresight. Think of this as a chess player studying the board from a distance. While the players are focused on the immediate move, the lone wolf is calculating 10 strategic steps ahead. This is a strategic advantage the herd will never have because they are too busy reacting to each latest event rather than predicting the next. Pillar number 3, the non-negotiable boundary. The lone wolf mentality is the consistent, visible enforcement of a sacred boundary around your time, energy, and mission. This boundary is not a cold wall, it's a filtration system. It allows in only that which is aligned with your truth, meaningful connections, constructive input, and genuine support. It immediately deflects all emotional vampire tactics, guilt-tripping, neediness, drama, and shallow expectations. You are not being cold, you are protecting your peace. This boundary teaches the world how to treat you. It communicates, without a single word, "You are welcome here, but I will not abandon myself to keep you." This makes you untouchable and instantly creates the magnetic power of respect. You establish the rules of engagement for your life. The turn and implementation, activating sovereignty. We have completely shattered the illusion of isolation. The lone wolf is not a victim, the lone wolf is a strategist. Now, how do you actively implement this strategic sovereignty in your daily life? It's not about hiking mountains alone, it's about intentionality in your social choices. Action number 1. Practice selective alliance. The lone wolf does not hate the pack, the lone wolf despises weak company. You must permanently abolish the concept of a social circle, which often implies random, low-value people, and replace it with the council. A council is a small, fiercely loyal, and high-quality group of people who are also lone wolves in their own right. They are individuals who share your commitment to internal growth and challenge you without draining your energy. You seek quality mentors and powerful peers, not emotional codependents. Your engagement becomes purely transactional in the highest sense, an exchange of valuable ideas, truth, and strategic support. This protects your pillar of energetic autonomy and ensures that your chosen connections are assets, not liabilities. You gain the benefits of collaboration without the cost of codependency. Action number 2. Implement the intentional retreat. To master strategic observation, you must schedule silence. Your retreat is not random, it's a scheduled act of self-maintenance that is non-negotiable. Book an hour, a half-day, or a full weekend where you intentionally cut out all social feedback loops, no checking messages, no scrolling for approval, no justifying your decisions. Use this time for deep work, emotional analysis, and forecasting. This intentional removal from the game allows you to check your inner scorecard and ensures that your next move is dictated by foresight, not reaction. You are trading quick social comfort for lasting strategic advantage. Action number 3. Adopt the quiet execution. To fully enforce your non-negotiable boundary, you must stop announcing your plans and adopt the quiet execution principle. The herd gains energy from the announcement of effort and the public praise it generates. The lone wolf gains energy from execution and results. Adopt the no-reveal rule, speak about your plan only to your council, and only when necessary for collaboration. To everyone else, reveal the impact, not the process. This protects your work from external doubt, ego-based interference, and the premature release of energy. It ensures your power moves are felt, not predicted. These three actions transform the abstract lone wolf identity into a practical, powerful strategy. The result is the ultimate freedom. Conclusion: the ultimate freedom. The lone wolf is not a victim. The lone wolf is unburdened power. You don't need a pack to be successful. You don't need validation to be worthy. Your independence is not a flaw, it is a fountain of strength that the herd simply cannot comprehend. This journey is about achieving the ultimate freedom. The freedom to be whole, messy, and fiercely yourself, without having to answer to anyone's expectations or apologize for your silence. The true meaning of the lone wolf mentality is sovereignty in motion. If this message resonated with you, if you are ready to stop running from the herd and start walking your own higher path, then it is time to make a commitment. Hit that like button, subscribe to the Solitude Scroll, and drop a comment below and tell me, which pillar of sovereignty, energetic autonomy, strategic observation, or non-negotiable boundaries will you enforce today?